Hey everybody, Tall's here once again. Um, Unfortunately, I've already spoiled who doing the analysis on. It's going to be X Chigiri. Uh, so let's just actually hop right straight into it. So at level 50, he is focused on kick with a little bit of speed. I would never use him for speed at 50, but at kick at 50, he's like okay. He comes with two really key stats here: the extra bonus grade 2 and the constant kick up. He is the only kick character right now who has constant kick, which is really strong. However, at 50 he only has the black green tile, which is it's just too mid. It just sucks. It's so bad. He does have like a really strong special ability though. So obviously he can give the like up to 4 extra turns from the events like a lot of other characters do. And he also he's technically the first character who should have been giving an inspiration upon obtaining a gold skill. Unfortunately, we had Mitoma V3 and V4, so we kind of broke the mold there. But when you do the my new weapon support, you get his gold skill, and then you also get a inspiration that is plus 480 to speed and kick. Now that's a really strong inspiration if it lands on the right tile. But overall, I think at 50 currently he is just okay. I did do a run before this where I did hit a way better run with the level 50 Chigiri over the other unit I was using. But I think if you really want to flesh out everything that he has to offer, you're going to want him at 100. And I will show you why in a second. I just have to... Unfortunately, I've been getting terrible luck tonight, guys, where nobody on my friends list is having a level 100 Chigiri, or X Chigiri. So, this is how I'm doing it. Here's his stats at level 100. So, at 100, he gets that constant kick at 10%. He also gets the fixed kick at 45 per tile, which is pretty good. And then he also gets the skill up level 5, which actually does matter because one, he has an event Demon of Shots, which means automatically Demon of Shots will go to level 6 if you get him, which makes him way better than X Nagi at the moment. But that's for another video. He picks up the 100% special extra bonus. He does not have a huge amount of special training. That's just wrong. I meant to say he has a huge amount of just flat stats. Whatever. He gets an additional 2 phase tiles at 100. He gets the first phase tile at 65, which is a way more speed oriented one, which we'll go over now. So the speed Chigi phase tile has 1 big step, heart and soul, and amazing might as the skills. Heart and soul is probably the best skill you can have as a speed defender and even a speed offensive character, as it decreases the opposing team's speed, which makes your pushes a lot better. It's basically one of the reasons why Christmas Chigiri was way better than Kira at the time, but now we have it on this Chigiri, so if you did not wail on Christmas Chigiri, you are kind of in luck, but this character isn't as speed oriented. I just want to do that as a disclaimer. However, this tile will not consume basically any condition, especially at awful, not bad, good, best. And then it will not consume anything at Extreme and Awakening. It also has 2 stages of grade bonus for speed, which is good because his initial kit doesn't do that, which makes this tile like pretty nice in that regard. You also get the purple tile chance at getting an additional turn. And then the next one is at 100, you get the Kuni face tile. So the main things here are condition will not be consumed when you're in Extreme and Awakening. And that's kind of it. This tile is kind of weak. It's kind of like the Yasagi kick tile. However, you get high pressure. So for high pressure, what does the skill do? For second ball battles, where the skill activates, raises the probability of this character getting that ball. Additionally, boosts the technical of friendly team members. So it boosts the tech of your team and lowers the intelligence of the enemy team, which means, for example, Chigiri gets the ball, their intelligence goes down. If he's able to shoot right away, there's a less likely chance of you getting blocked. So high pressure is valuable. It also does buff the tech of your team for the rest of the match, which is really good. I feel like I've said that so much in these videos, but yeah, it's really solid. Boosting your stats for the rest of the match is always a good thing you want. And then lastly, we have the X Chigiri face tile. So, like the X Bachi face tile, no consumption in Extreme and Awakening. This one, I believe, has a chance at an extra turn, unlike the Bachiro one. Yeah, there will be a chance to gain additional turns, and then you also can get narrow focus. So, what does narrow focus do? For attacks where the skill activates, it boosts the kick and eliminates distance-based success rate penalties, which I think that doesn't really do much. That like helps like Kuni V1, who has like a rainbow skill where that matters. So not the best buff there, but it's there. Additionally, it boosts the shot success rate and lowers the shot block success. So, for example, basically in like a new kick run, you want to get narrow focus and you want to get high pressure so that their intelligence is down and then their shot block is decreased. So he brings a lot to the table over somebody like Rin, for example, because Rin V2, while he is probably the best for like actually training because he can give a lot of extra turns due to his tiles right now, the skills he gives does not like impact that at all. So, you do basically need both of these characters, I think, in my opinion, when you're training kick, especially at 100 for both, because it will just amplify your forward to like heights that you just like wouldn't see because intelligence is so inflated right now. So at 100, you really like. So Chigiri is like an 100 or nothing character in terms of like training right now. However, the hopefully you guys have been focusing and have like a decently high Rin, maybe 100 Rin. That's a good focus character outside of X-Rail. And if you do have an 100 Rin, you're gonna have a way better time right now. But yes, he gives too many priority gold skills that you just can't give this character up at the moment for training. But wait, no, we do want to view these. The other gold skill that he gives while you're training him is Full Throttle, and this just boosts all of your stats during an attack. Which honestly is really good because this can work in speed runs and in kick runs. Obviously, it'll boost your kick, so like higher chance of succeeding. But this skill also increases your speed, which means a higher success of breaking through. Overall, X Chigi's pretty good, but if you have Christmas Chigiri maxed, there's no reason to use him. However, if you don't have Christmas Chigiri maxed, this is a really solid 65 plus unit for you. But that's kind of where that ends. Now, let's talk about him as a player. So, he is possible to train before 100. If I was making this video in a world where we did not have Mitoma V4, I would have said there's no way. There's just no way you could train this guy at 100. Unless you had also like this Kunigami at like 80 plus because of his special abilities. I think he has one where, yeah, if Kunigami is your... Oh, no, wait. Never mind. That's for... Okay, I read that wrong. However, the main thing that you want to note when trying to train him is that this line 2 here, right? So you can get an exclusive concentration, just like with X Bachira, for 5 turns, and then you can also get this inspiration here. It's helpful, yes, for sure. Like, it will make the Trifusion meta a lot easier because of the amount of kick support or extra kick support we have with Mitoma V4. And then I mean, well, no, not and then. That's pretty much it. The biggest drawback, though, is that you are going to be missing all of the face tile skills here. You're going to be missing high pressure. You're gonna be missing narrow focus. These are just solid skills overall that you're just gonna be missing out on. But the good news is that currently the match skills are not representative of his overall match skills. And I will kind of like spoil that a little bit later. However, currently he has skills with Raichi V2, X Bachira, Annie Rin, Annie Nagi, and Mitoma V2 and Kira. So he's got Speedster with Kira and Mitoma V2. Not new skills at all. But you have Battle Instincts, which if X or Annie Nagi is in the midfielder position, it boosts the pass success rate, which is very, very, very good. Like it is one of the skills that you need because of intelligence being so inflated right now. You need pass succession rate. Importance of ball control. I don't think this is ever going to come up, and the reason will be is because White Day Rayo is generally going to be your intelligence unit for a while. It depends on when we get certain skill or the certain trifusions, but that's pretty much the case here. However, for the sake of the video, if Annie Rin's in the defense position, it can activate. It decreases the attack success rate of the matchup opponent, which is useful if they're a tech user, because tech and intelligence overlap quite a bit. And then it boosts the physical and the intelligence, which, you know, it's pretty okay. Like, it's fine. Vibrant is when Chigiri is in the forward position and has Xbachi on the team, for a certain length of time after this player or anyone else on the team scores, boosts the technical of the player and reduces the technical of the opponent's team, which is useful if you're using a Xbachi captain in that instance. However, I'm going to kind of go over the team comp later, and you may or may not want to use them. I made it ideal based on White Rayo's release, but well, yeah, we'll kind of get there when we get there. And then Defense Reader, if Raichi's in the defense position, it boosts his technical, physical, and intelligence, which is fine. It's okay. The big things, though, are, once again, we are imaging. So the top image here is going to be the rainbow skill, and I'll be in the best in the world is the gold skill, which I want to talk about. It boosts the overall stats of the player and decreases the stats of the enemy team. Very solid. This is basically adversary without needing the stamina to drop. So it's just very solid. It's a buff for your striker, which obviously makes it easier for them to score, and it debuffs the enemy team, which obviously makes your pushes easier. The gold skill is a weird one. It's probably the most unconventional gold or rainbow skill that we have, where it increases your teammates' cross-up passes and then boosts the kick power and the shot range of Chigiri. We don't have a skill like this at all in the game right now, but I think it's actually really solid because with Fierce Demon of Shots, regular Demon of Shots, if you can afford having Goal Getter on him as well, he probably will have the longest range in the game. Let me double check if he is a mid shot range character, which I will pull up on the screen if that is the case. And he is. He is a mid shot range character. So he will have the highest range in the game if he has Goal Getter, the Rainbow skill, Fierce Demon of Shots, and Demon of Shots at 10 maxed out. Which is, it's not as perfect with the amount of intelligence that we have, but it's still a very strong thing to consider. Overall, though, he will age really well, especially as a player. He's one of these characters that I really highly recommend just getting up over time. His current team is like okay, but it only gets better with the Tri-Fusion and other things that I talked about in the previous video. Outside of that, though, I think we are now entering, not spoiler range, we are entering recommended training comps. So, a little bit about recommended training comps. SSR-wise, it's going to get outdated pretty fast because the next Kick XSR is better than the Bachira and worst case scenario here by far. So I do well, and not better than Awakening, because Awakening has Shotmaster, which is a really powerful skill, which is the most important part with Kick training. As you can see, some of the recommendations are Borrow V2, who gives Joker. Shido V1, who gives, I believe it's not explosive. It's an Ace's Awakening, which decreases their shot or it boosts your shot success rate. The other ones would be X Bachira because of Victory is Mine, along with Showtime being like overall solid skills to pick up. The other one being Annie Nagi because of EX Swing Play, which is Fierce Demon of Shots if you are losing the match, basically. So, and then lastly, I'd listed Gaga V1 because I'm pretty high on or Handomaru V1 because he actually gives quite a bit of like stats overall. He also can give Egoist now. So he's pretty okay, but I don't think he's like best in slot. For the level 100 support partners, if you don't have Rin V2 there, you do want him to be there pretty much all the time. And if you do have Rin V2 at 100, then you're going to be using Mitoma V4. Alternatively, anybody with 100% plus special lecture is ideal. So somebody like X is a good fill unit. But yeah, I mean, like you could use Adam as well, but we do want to like hopefully get some Adam buffs for that before we start doing that. The SSR whale options are the Mitoma kick that I don't have on this account, and the movie Nagi kick card as well, which I don't have on this account. They're both really amazing at 100, so they're great options. Yeah, that's the big thing. Like those two would hard carry your runs plus the Henri card, because Henri the Henri tech card at 100 is like really solid for kick, due to the 2 kick tiles just always giving pretty much almost always giving extra turns, and then you also get the gold status, and then you also get additional turns in the later stages. It is more of a dribble card, but if the rest of your comp is hyper focused on kick, this card is a very good option. Anyway, ideal team comp wise, this has Trifusion in mind. Basically, from what I had seen, Annie Nagi, Kuni V2 can be a defender or midfielder. Preferably Annie Nagi would be your captain because he has a breakthrough rainbow skill, and then you could also use Mitoma V2. I think he has like the better of the skills with Speedster, because his Speedster will activate on Chigiri and himself, which is good. And then White Day Rayo, obviously. There may be other team comps that we can go over later, but I would need all of those match skills on global to really flesh that out, which could be a later video, and probably will be. Anyway, we're like 20 something minutes into this video. I think I've covered all of the main information. In terms of pulling X Chigiri, I think you need a one-off copy pretty much regardless. He is a very good long-term project, just like Raichi V2. And you won't go wrong with getting him, basically. The constant kick is very strong. He has plenty of skills he can give strikers, along with being useful in speedruns if you didn't get Christmas Chigiri. And then he's also a phenomenal player who links up with plenty of characters that currently aren't out, and the links aren't currently out, but they will be out within the month. We just, we're just not there yet because he just got released. So I do highly recommend picking up a copy of him at the very least and trying to build him up over time. But now we're going to go into some spoiler territory. So if you do not want to be spoiled on future units, I don't know why you wouldn't want that, but if you don't want that, then rate, comment, subscribe. If not, and here we go. So, like always, I'd like to cover units that also have the substat. However, for speed, it's actually just only Oitoya coming up after Chigiri here. It's only Oitoya. He's him. He's the GOAT. If you are a speed player, you need to be aiming for that character. He ages so well. He ages for like a year out. So he is phenomenal. I think I've preached him enough at this point. And I'm going to keep doing it with him and Karsu. They're just goats. Kick-wise, Shido V2 will be the first 120% special lecture kick unit. However, I think if you plan to max X Chigiri, you don't really need to max Shido V2. You just need to use him as a friend partner at this point. And then for some reason, Nico's here. He has a kick tile, so that's why he's here, which like kind of matters. He's more of an intelligence unit, but like, yeah, he has a substat in kick. So like, if for some reason your gacha luck goes there, then Lamau. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, he has the subset there. That's why he's here. So yeah, that's what I would say for future focus. I would say basically we're in a save period outside of me on this account because I needed to do content, so I had to spend fucking money to fucking buy this stupid fucking Chigiri character, which I waited till the end of the video to fucking rant about because I'm fucking pissed. I need workers. I need people to help me out with doing this shit because I can't hit every time, all right? I can't hit every time a new character comes out. But it's fine. I'm not too upset about it. Overall, I am glad I still have a copy of him on this account. I probably will try to build him up over time on the Talls account. I think on the Talls 7 account, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm basically just aiming hard for Karasu, which isn't the point of this video. I'm just rambling. Anyway, this has been like an overly long video, and I think it's just because X Chigiri has a lot to give and a lot to think about. I personally think he is a better character to build up over time and use as a friend for now. And then once you get him at higher levels, start integrating him into your team because of that constant kick. Anyway, I want to say rate, comment, subscribe. Always think about how you're using your gems. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So see ya.